It looks like this. So going, rock, step, down, up. And so we started from here. We just started talking about how to get into your prep. So this is the prep. Well, actually, we started about what the prep is. So this is the prep position where we want the guys to be facing the girl a little bit, or make sure they're facing the girl, and then the guys get stance there. And then my right thigh goes against his left thigh. My hand is going to come underneath and through his armpit, up and over his shoulder, and his hand is in the middle of my back, or high, kind of high. It's the fulcrum. So you don't want it too low, because if it's too low, then I'll be tilting. You want me to flip over his hand there. Then we have the guys come down and lift her up. And notice that when he comes down, he's really bending over to get into this position. So he's not just keeping this real high and then reaching his arm like that. He's really bringing it down, and he brings me with him. Like I'm getting a little bit of a pull to come down there with him to help jump. So it puts me in a jump position, and it puts him in a position ready to throw me over his arm. And then that's our prep. So once we're here, we go 1, 2, 3, down, prep. And I'm trying to pull up on this arm. Now this arm will get tired by the end of practicing, so you can use both of them. And sometimes when I do the full-on aerial, I'll use both of them if I'm tired. But for the most part, if I'm doing performance or something, I want to just use one hand, this hand.
Yeah, for the leaders, we had to emphasize this left arm. So while the right arm is throwing her, at the same time we're crossing up the entire time so that we're not dunking our follow. The dunking looks like this: 1, 2, 3, down. Like that.
That's bad.
That's bad.
And we want you. Oh, go ahead.
This is good. 1, 2, 3.
And we wanted to get to the point where she's almost upside down, where like the guys feel like they could just barely tip her and she'll just go over to the other side, right? So a good prep would go like this, down, up. Once you get there, you get a spot. So my spotter would be touching my shoulder right here, but since we've done this 1,000 times, we don't need a spot for the camera. But once you get here, you gently push her over. Now she'll have round momentum because he's pushing me over his arm. It'll look like this. Down, up. And what we're doing is, as soon as we get up to here, he's just letting me go, and we're relaxing his arms. We're not going to grip. Neither one of us grips. If we grip, we kill our shoulders. It hurts bad. So we tip her over like that. Then we practice getting into the prep from open. From open, the rock step is going to determine where he's at. Right there, I already know where I'm going to have to jump to, right? Because then the leaders are going to go rock, step, pivot like that. The ladies are going to have to go rock, step, I turn, and jump in there. And the ladies were really shy about going in there. You want to plow in there. So you want to go 1, 2, boom, right? I'm really going for it. And if I really go for it and I almost knock him over or plow too hard, then okay, I'll lighten up a little bit. But if we're going for the flip, I would rather plow into him too much like that, because he's going to flip me better than if I do too little. So it's better to err on the side too much. And then finally, you do some up preps from there, and finally we go over. We also talked about there's 2 ways to do it. There's an easy way, where you start from scratch basically. Right here, you go down really hard for the ladies. So the easy way to do this that isn't quite as nice, just a prep, because it's not quite as energetic. Rock, step, down, up. But you can tell we kind of started from here. That's where the energy came from. Instead, if ladies, you kind of fly into it and push back with your back a little bit into it, it's faster, but you can speed up the momentum. So
instead of a down, up, it's a down, up.
Yeah, and it harnesses the momentum from my rock step. So prep and up, look like this. Step, up. And that's what we actually like to use when we go hard. But that's what we did today.
Is it?
Awesome.
Thank you.